Ngwarono say, Nife neme na Igbo. What is happening in our life, our land today is not far-fetched from what happened in the Bible. Na Chukwu Okike Abịama chọrọ iju ụmụ Igbo. Chukwu Okike Abịama chọrọ iyuzu ụmụ Igbo wee set example ka o gosi anyị na ife anwa anyị na-agụ n'akwụkwọ nsọ is not just a story. No mere eme life. Ọ bụgodị na i believe on Christianity ma ọ na i believe on Bible. Chukwu chọrọ igosi anyị na enwere ife melụ mgbe gboo gboo. Na enwere people like Moses. Na enwere Jesus Christ. Na enwere Elijah. Nwee Elisha. Na ndị dị otu a mere exist. They existed in this world, not in the Jupiter, in this earth, in this planet. I nọ n'ime ya. So Chukwu chọrọ i repeat ife melụ mgbe gboo gboo ka o gosi anyị yes. N'ife a bụ a new world, but oye chọrọ igosi anyị na ife anwa melụ, and we are going to see it and witness it in our own lifetime. And ọ bụ na ị na-anya icheke our history, our story, especially in this current dispensation, you will understand. You will have no any other reason to agree with me. I welcome every one of you. Welcome once again, please. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has won big today. This is not the final victory, but it is a light at the end of the tunnel. No, sorry. This is an indication. This is an indication that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I don't want to talk too much. I'm going to bring you the transcription of today's ruling. Recall that yesterday, yes, of course, I can see your names in the comment section. You all are highly welcome. Please forgive my manners. For quite some time now, I haven't been able to do things the way we usually do by welcoming all of you one after the other. Forgive my manners, but I see your comments. I see you in the comment section. So we have to move immediately without further delay. Yesterday, when I was giving you the news and, of course, the broadcast of what transpired yesterday at the Federal High Court, Abuja, between Biafra and the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, I told you that the judge, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, first of all said that he was not the one with his mind, his heart, his head correct, wrote that very statement that the DSS wanted the judge to admit as part of evidence. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that he was forced by the DSS to write the statement, which we all know, this is what happens both in the Nigerian police. This is not a new thing. In fact, it wouldn't be a big deal for judge to rule, because the judge himself is a Nigerian, so he understands how it rolls, how Nigerian security agents roll. He understands better. So, the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said yesterday that he was forced by the DSS to write that very statement, the DSS said it's a lie. The DSS said it is a lie, that you are lying, that you wrote it. In fact, they even went to the extent of saying that he was treated like a president. they said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was given a presidential treatment in the DSS custody. That is what they alleged. Yeah, not even alleged. That is what they lied about yesterday. They lied about. In fact, Nigeria as a country that was built on a foundation of lies will continue to lie and lie and lie until the total disintegration. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Biafra will come in truth and in every honesty. In truth and in every honesty. When people bring lies and lies, especially lies against fellow freedom fighters, without evidence, especially lies against freedom fighters without evidence, that is number one. And number two, to deceive Biafran people on what is not true, something which is not there, something that has never happened before, something you know that you are not doing. You are deceiving the Biafran people in order to convince them falsely. You are not looking for freedom. Let the truth be told. So the zoo is a case study. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Biafra will come in truth and in every, he used that word, every honesty. We must get it right. In truth and in every honesty. So the DSS lied. That is a lie. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is lying. That he was treated, they said he was given a presidential treatment at the DSS custody. Like, seriously? He was, even in this current period, you are still telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is given a presidential treatment in the DSS custody while he is in solitary confinement in this current time. Talk more of what happened in 2015. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu insisted on his comment that he was actually forced, that the statement was made under duress. Now, that same yesterday, 28th of May 2025, the judge said he is going to conduct trial within trial. How many of you were here yesterday when I was analyzing it? How many of you, please let me know in the comment section. Follow up every single thing concerning this very case. How many of you were here when I was analyzing it yesterday, which I also told you that we will come back today to know how it will all, unveil, how it will all go. How many of you were here yesterday when I was saying it? Now, today, we have an answer. I tried to come live this very afternoon, but it seemed like we were having network issues, so I had to cancel it and wait until the weather is more friendly. And I had no any other option than to try to come live this very moment. We're not going to waste your time. We're not going to take more time because there is another program which my attention was called. There are people who have been conducting prayers for our leaders. There are some people who have been conducting prayer programs for our Mazi Simon Ekpa and our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People have been taking it upon themselves, the same thing that happened in 2021. So people have been taking it upon themselves, conducting prayers for our two leaders. So, and I wasn't actually aware. So until I was called today on a conference call, and my attention was drawn to that very program, which is very, very awesome. Very, 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 very good move, actually. I applaud them. I applaud the people who have been doing it. I equally applaud the man of God who has been conducting that very program. So today, they told me that they will be having another section today. So as God may have it, I will be joining them at around 8 p.m. Biafran time. And I'm going to televise it. I'm going to broadcast it live. So now, I'm not going to waste time so that we can be able to join that very prayer section. It is for my sermon, especially as he is going to court tomorrow. It is very, very imperative that we all can better, because we need Mazi Simon out nkechi otegonjiwe tibe mkpua nnafe eti mkpua since last year December after Finland Convention, where 41st yaga, where one buy everybody ban bele. We need Mazi Simon out. Needing him out is not only for him to steady the ship. Oh. Needing him out is not only for him to come and quench the fire. Oh. Because if we outside want to quench the fire, if we are sincere, we will quench the fire. If only we are sincere. That is number one movement. If we are sincere to ourselves, we will quench the fire. But it's because we are not sincere to ourselves, that's why they want the fire to continue to burn. That's all. It's just the same thing with DOS. They want the fire to keep on burning in order to remove the minds of Biafrans from the main objective. That's all. If in Iman Kemubunagwagi pure, may like Rio, may like Royal, I won't bend. I will never ever bend. I won't bend. And pressure does not move me. In fact, I thrive in pressure. I thrive in pressure. On the pressure moves me. I thrive in pressure. When being pressurized, that is when I thrive. Yes, that is who I am. So, the reason why I've been saying that is because I knew that Obuna Mazi Simon Ekpa anoro outside. And knowing fully well na ndị anyị ji bụrụ onwe ife a na-akpọ ike ka mmesi wee tinye ya n'okwu mara ka nrapụgoro that side. Can rapụ that side. Let me continue. That if Mazi Simon Ekpa is not outside, then Nigeria government will not only celebrate the silencing of Mazi Simon Ekpa, but they will equally face Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But thank God that justice has been prevailing for the past few weeks now. Justice has been prevailing for the past few weeks now. And I am very, very happy the way things have been going concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because whenever you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court, only na-enanya di abro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, only na-enanya bu Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the one in court. Only na-enanya na court bu the freedom of you and I. Nwere onwe mụ na go ka ị na-enanya na court anwa. Anything melu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bu nwere onwe mụ na gị ka ọ na-eme. That's why we need somebody like Mazi Simon Ekpa. So tomorrow, he will be in court, just as our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the court today. So the coincidence, much Rofuma, and I love the way it's going. So we are going to pray this evening. We are going to join that very prayer section to make sure that we hand the proceedings into the hands of Chukwu Abiyama. Now, with that being said, let us jump straight into the news of the day. As the judge said, he's going to give it a day, adjourn the case till today for the ruling of the trial within trial. today we have the outcome of the trial within trial that took place at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Please, once you are welcome, endeavor to like and share the broadcast. Very, very important. Welcome others who are not here by making sure that you participate in liking and sharing the broadcast. It is very, very, very imperative. Now, let us read the news as is being reported by Daily Post Nigeria. Court rejects Nigeria's government's exhibit in Nnamdi Kanu's terrorism trial. Court rejects. Remember, any word that is not being put rightly, I will help them. I'm going to help the Zoo media to put it right because we understand the meaning. So court rejects Nigeria government exhibit in Nnamdi Kanu's terrorism trial. This is today's proceeding and the outcome. Justice James Kolawole Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja has thrown away key exhibit. I love that word. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Key exhibit tendered by the federal government to establish the terrorism charges brought against Biafra agitator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra liberator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, yesterday, I don't know, can I be able to bring that news on the screen? But this software cannot allow double screen sharing. This software cannot allow double screen sharing. Yesterday, there's this platform called The Nation. This news outlet called The Nation. This very The Nation made a publication yesterday evening and titled it, what is that title? The Nation. Just a minute, please. The Nation made a publication. The Nation. What is that title? That very title of that, I want to look for it within a sec. Let me look for it within a sec. Just a moment. Just a moment. That very The Nation, because I want to use this opportunity to send a message to them. That very The Nation, bo ndị ekwensu buru ọnụ. Ndị ekwensu buru ọnụ, ndị Chineke rejectri. The Nation's newspaper is owned by a Fulani man. A Fulani man owned The Nation's newspaper, and they always like to write trash against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Always. They always like to write trash against Biafra, always like to write trash. Everything about Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Even, of course, whenever you hear them say IPOB, they are talking about, the Biafra, all of us. All of us. So, always like to write trash. Yesterday they said, Nnamdi Kanu accept. Yes. Nnamdi Kanu accept smuggling in Radio Biafra transmission into Nigeria. That was their headline. Nnamdi Kanu accept. I don't know where they got it from. I don't know where they got that message from. I don't know where they got that headline from. I don't know who told them. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, vehemently rejected that very statement in that same court yesterday, saying that he made that very statement out of duress, under duress, sorry, because he was forced by the DSS to make that very statement. Yet, this very outlet, the Nation newspaper, went on to lie against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu accepted that he smuggled in Radio Biafra transmission to Nigeria, which is all lies. Now, I want to tell the Nation newspaper that you have failed, because we do not read you anymore. We don't read you. I used to read their news while making broadcasts sometime in the past. But when I realized that the Nation is owned by a Fulani man, and of course, their mission is to destroy Biafra, I stopped reading their news. I'm not the one who will use the Nation's newspaper to read news anymore. Yes. So, having said that, the exhibits are the statement dated October 21st, 24th and November 4th, 2015, made by Kanu to operatives of the Department of State Services DSS during his interrogation session. During his interrogation and intimidation section, because he was intimidated and beaten. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu equally said that he was bleeding that same moment when that very interrogation, molestation, and beating was going on. Also rejected by the judge are the video recordings of the statement by Kanu on the ground that they are inadmissible in evidence. They are inadmissible. They cannot be, admitted as an evidence, because every single thing that happened in that very video happened as, on the ground of forceful, forceful, how do I put it? Everything that happened in that video happened because the defendant himself was forced to do and say whatever he said and did in that very video. So everything there was all forceful. Was all forced, sorry. So the judge, having seen the video, having watched the video, having read the statement, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu making it very, very clear that he was under duress, the judge had no any other option than to reject it all. Justice Omotosho rejected the exhibit while delivering ruling on Thursday, which is today, on the admissibility of the documents, following allegations by Kanu that he made parts of the statement under duress, which is the truth. Remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu equally told the judge yesterday that they refused him even to speak with his lawyer was a problem. They even told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he has only 1 hour airtime. Just 1 hour to breathe. 1 hour to breathe. Meaning that if he refused to cooperate, he was blindfolded when they brought him in 2021. He was blindfolded. And they will get that rubber. You won't breathe well. You'll be forcing yourself to breathe. Because that rubber bag me. When you want to breathe, that rubber bag me, kuchicha me, you can't even breathe. So they call it airtime. They told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he had only one hour airtime. So if he refused to cooperate, then they will cover him again and he will continue to struggle. He was beaten because of you and I. He was molested. He was harassed. He was, embarrassed. He was bleeding. He bled because of Biafra. These are the people that when you look at them, you would want to continue, no matter what. No matter the sabotage, you would want to continue. You would want to continue no matter the sabotage. The ruling followed the trial within trial conducted by the court to ascertain the veracity of Kanu's allegations that he was coerced, molested, and harassed to write what was dictated to him. He was coerced. In the ruling, Justice Omotosho said that he had listened to both counsel for Kanu and the federal government and had gone through the evidence and concluded that the burden of proof of Kanu's statement is on the prosecution to prove that confession was obtained voluntarily. Oh! Wow. Let me take that again because this is very, very vital. In the ruling, Justice Omotosho said that he had listened to both counsel for Kanu and the federal government and had gone through the evidence which the federal government attorney brought. Awomolo San. Awomolo and the DSS officials, including the idiot that called himself Triple C, that said he served DSS for 27 years, brought evidences of Mazenam Nekano's statement and video. So the judge saying that he had gone through it and concluded that the burden of proof of Kanu's statement is on the prosecution to prove the prosecution Biafra to prove that confession was obtained voluntarily, which they couldn't be able to prove. They failed to prove the same thing that is going on now. All these concussions, if I mena concoct all these stories, Gulak, Asero, sit at home, Asero. The main case there, Bonono Sinamazin, they kind of committed an offense of treasonable felony and terrorism. Don't tell us about Gulag. We don't know what happened to Gulag. We are not murderers. We don't kill. We don't unalive people. It is not our job. It is not our business. We don't even want to see where people are being unalived. We hate it. It's a sin, a very big sin in our Igbo. But we value self-defense and we value freedom. And we are ready to do whatever it takes to defend ourselves and our land and be free from oppression. We hate oppression. We hate oppression. I put oppression as ilinne. We hate oppression. Like Moa. Otram no now. Nankete without equal freedom. You can't molest somebody at my presence. You Amubog, you can't try it. I will buy the case. Onya mi akugo mi fe komu guoguo. Komu guoguo like it. Komu guoguo. Because of Ifena Basaromu. Because of Ifena Basarom. Come go check up obrog of Obeka Kupu Mezenon. Ifena Basaromu. Just now for a befane molest somebody. Onya miawa nona boss. Wee rute na junction. Anọ m na that junction. kifa na-akpọ ndị nọ na moto, ndị nọ na bọs, kifa na-akpọ ndị gbara ụgbọ, ndị gbara bọs na-aga somewhere, ọkwa kifa na-akpọfa ndị Igbo si n'uche na-abịa abịa, forgive me, excuse me, kifa na-akpọ ndị passenger, a passenger nọ na datu, nọ n'ụgbọ anwa, kwụ ụgwọ na-demand zi change after ka o rutere na the after ka o rutere na the junction ebe ọ ya alitu. After ka o rutere na junction ebe ọ ya alitu, conductor asị na o jiri change. O jiri change. Ka o mezie gịnị? Ka ọ lapụzieri ya ego ya ka fawa. The guy sị mba, no need the change ya. Ngwa weta ego a ka ọ gaa na shop nọ n'akụkụ gaa chọta change. Chaa, conductor sị na ọ na-egbu ya oge. A na-ekwude onye amị nọ n'ụgbọ matuo naanị wee sị na a na-egbu ya oge. Dị afọ na oye eji ego the guy wee wa. Na the conductor na the guy ya afọ fit change ye ka fa move. A na-ekwu ha ebido molesiwa the guy mpụta dị esi a na ifu na-eme adịrọ mma. Wee tinye aka save the guy. Onye amị wee rapụzie the guy wee kụwa m ife. Kụgide m kụọ m gosi m na ihe okwu eme ihe abụ na ọ chọrọ ka o tichie m lesson so that echi ife na-agbasa m etinyekwana ya aka. Ọ endịkwa n'ebe anwa ka ọ kụcha m kwafa wa. Ọ endịrị ebe anwa. Enwe m ike ife ebe a na ebe a na-bring mmadụ down, an innocent person, mgbachi nkịtị. I can never try it. And this thing is in all of us. Not all of us, many of us. We hate molestation. We hate oppression. In the ruling, Justice Omotosho said that he had listened to both counsel for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the federal government, and had gone through the evidence and concluded that the burden of proof of Kanu's statement is on the prosecution to prove that confession was obtained voluntarily. He said, Kanu did not establish involuntariness in any way during his evidence. He did not establish involuntariness in any way during his evidence. You see? Chai. The judge also said that the video showed that the statement was taken in a cordial environment and no sign of coercion was noticed, contrary to Kanu's allegations. He, however, held that the court cannot close its eyes to the fact that Kanu was regularly complaining about the absence of his counsel during interrogation, especially when making statements. You see? You see? Now, let me say this. Let me explain this a little bit. The judge also said that the video showed that the statement was taken in a cordial environment. You know what that means? Cordial environment, in a very serene environment, in a very, good environment. Let me use the simple term. In a very good environment. There was no fight, no battle, nothing showed that anybody has been coerced or anybody has been forced. Of course, they are professionals. The DSS are professionals. They are not mugus. They are not idiots. They are not idiots. They are professionals. So they know when they were making that video, when they were recording it, they already know their intention. They already know that they are going to use this very video as an evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court of law They are aware of it. That is the reason why, after coercing and intimidating him, they have to make everywhere very, very serene before taking the statement and interrogation. Because they know that a statement like this will come out from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say the statement was made under duress. So they have to make everywhere look very, very calm. Because they are professionals. But George, as somebody when uburu nokwa na Nigeria, amakwa ife na Ghana, Nigeria, he said, however, George held that the court cannot close its eyes in a farmer mechianya to the fact that Kanu was regularly complaining about the absence of his counsel during interrogation, especially when making statements. So you can't say that that statement was not forced or, was not under duress. When the suspect alone, when the suspect make a statement alone without his legal representative, it's always under duress, especially in the zoo. We all know how it's done here. It's always under duress. They will tell you, they will force you to write what they want you to write, because they know they are going to use it against you. Yes. So the judge is aware. He knows very well that the zoo operates that way. That's why he said he cannot close his eyes to the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always complain about the absence of his counsel. Yesterday, when I was making this broadcast, I equally reminded us that what is happening, the statement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or the evidence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bringing to show that the statement was made under duress, is not far-fetched. In this recent days, in this recent time, when he was renditioned to the zoo in 2021, on the 28th of June 2021, he was brought to court blindfolded. I said it yesterday. Luckily, cool evening time, I began to see the video flying all over the places. I was actually happy to see them sharing the video. I was very, very happy when I saw it, because I didn't, bother to go and search for the video, because I knew the video is there, is in the public. So, you see, I reminded us that you don't need to look for evidence. Well, how can you say the statement was made under duress? Because we already know that he was brought to court blindfolded without his legal representatives. The same way we had that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been brought back to the zoo is the same way Barrister Aloy Ejimakor had that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought back to the zoo. The same way, the same day, the same time, the same way. I cannot speak about a Ejiofor, but I'm sure that Barrister Aloy Ejimakor had it the same day that all of us had that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the zoo. And when did we hear it? We hear it the day he was taken to the court, blindfolded. He was brought to the court like a common criminal. Even a common criminal cannot be brought like that. Blindfolded. No, that's a shame. That's a big shame to Nigeria. That's a very big shame to Nigeria government. But Africa, we don't care. We don't care. Any Western government that does that, that is straight to resignation. Straight to resign. You don't even have to wait until the protest will start. You just resign automatically, and all your cabinet members will resign. That's an act of criminality committed by the government. Yes. Injustice. Injustice. You don't dare bring somebody to court without any legal representation. You don't do that, because the democracy gives every human being right of expression, freedom of expression, freedom of defense. Yes. Now, according to him, Section 15 of the Administration of Criminal Just Act provides that where a suspect is arrested without a warrant, his statement must be obtained in the presence of his counsel, and that where counsel is not available. In the presence of an officer of the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria or a member of the civil society. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Okay, so this judge based on Ife law kwuru. Okwa n'ife gbasara Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know about other issues. I don't know about other things, other ikpe ndị ọzọ kpelu, but nke egosigo m na ọ na-ekpe ikpe based on Ife law kwuru. That's very, very good. Very good. Very, very, very good. Let's take that again because this place is very, very about shocking. I'm not even sure if the lawyers reminded him about here. I don't know. According to him, Section 15 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act provide that where a suspect is arrested without a warrant, remember there was no, in fact, as a matter of fact, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was never arrested. He was only arrested in 2015 at the Golden Tulip Hotel in Lagos. But this time around, he was kidnapped in Kenya and was extraordinarily renditioned to the zoo. So he was never ever arrested in this current one on Alpha on now. He was kidnapped and renditioned to Nigeria. So now his statement must be obtained in the presence of his counsel. Ngwanu DSS proves that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's counsel was there when that statement was obtained. Prove on here. That is the reason why the case was terminated. If we get now, very simple. Because the DSS and the zoo government, the lawless zoo government, the lawless government of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, is unable to prove that the counsel of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was present. If we get back on a choke, and this is how Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is going to win, every single allegation against him will be dropped. Because Nigeria cannot provide any evidence to prove the allegation. So, and that where a counsel is not available in the presence of an officer of the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria. Do you understand what that means? Legal Aid Council of Nigeria, meaning that enwere legal representatives na not for, citizens. In case if you don't have money to hire your own lawyer, and when those government lawyers, they are not working for government, they are there, they are free, they render free services to anybody who do not have money to hire his own personal lawyer. They are there to help you, to stand for you. You understand? So even that one was not there to stand for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. May have for his own private legal counsel. Or a member of the civil society. Now, the judge said that the presence of recording the statement in a video is to prove that the statement was voluntarily obtained in the presence of a counsel. Let me take that again. The judge said that the essence of recording the statement in a video, the essence of recording a statement in a video is not just to show the judge or to show the entire world that yes, this man said this, because you can simply obtain that statement in writing. But you can easily make that video to prove that the legal representatives of this suspect is there present. Not just to write it. That is why the judge reminded them is to prove that the statement was voluntarily obtained in the presence of a council. That's very nice. Now, he said that security agencies must comply with the provisions of the law by recording a suspect statement in the presence of his counsel. Bam! Can it happen in the zoo? The answer is no. Can anybody change it? The answer is no. Because the so-called security agencies of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, are not just only compromised, but they are criminals. They are thieves, criminals. They are not there to secure lives and properties of the citizens. If they are there to secure lives and properties of the citizens, how comes people are living in IDP camps? All over the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, both in the west, in the northeast, in the northwest, north central, in the southwest, there are IDP camps. Even as I'm speaking to you now, there is an IDP camp in Imo State. Because the video that I played the other day, where people deserted their home. A village, people in the village deserted in Imo State. Where are they? The owners of that land. The only difference is not there now between Ifenemen and North, na Kenemen and East, na Abona. Their villages. That their villages have not been occupied by the Fulanis. I want you to understand what is going on. Go now watch other video. Let me know in the comment section so that I can play it before the end of the broadcast. If you did not see the video that I shared the other day where people deserted their villages, let me know in the comment section so I can play that video once I'm done with this very update. If you did not see that video, let me know. Where people deserted their village in Imo State. So if there's no IDP, where are they? They are not deserted their homes. Where are they at the moment? Are you paying attention? If I be phenomenon about. So anyway, that is not the main topic, but all the man now, if these people are security operatives, they won't allow terrorists to occupy people's ancestral lands. Because those who are living in IDP camps, they have ancestral lands. They have ancestral homes. People from other world, aliens, have occupied their homes, living in their homes. Na their ancestral land. Biri asindingo obodo. Aliens came from nowhere, from the blue. Sack Yafan at their village, beaching at the village. No be say they sack them. I'm telling you now what is happening in the north and some part of west. No be say they sack them and went and left. No, they sack them and replaced them. They replaced them with their kings, with their king's men. They replace Fulani, sack them and use their own Fulani kingsmen to replace the owners of the village. Fulani sack them from their hometown, push them into IDP camps, eternally displaced persons, only for them to replace them in their houses, in their communities, with the Fulani, kingsmen. Fagaze, Fauziozi, all those in their fanano. All these bandits and terrorists. When the fanano, or go fanano, when the fanano royal. What idea? Oh, when the fanano rog now. Like anyone I cook on the Biafra kind of rog. Oh, when the Fulani na rog. Unachana fathers no. Oh, when the fanano rog. Any village, any community are sacred. Yeah, was in down one somewhere na Senegambia, Mobuna Chad, Mobuna Nije, akpọ fa for okay ọkwari ngwa batano fa wee ga immediately bịa bichie. Na anyị nwa nọrọ na mmiri nchaba anya. I'm telling you the truth. Chukwu okike abịa ma bi n'eluigwe gelu nchaba anya. That's why every time na nebe si gịnị na-eme. What is going on? What is going on? Let's first fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our pride. Just a moment. Hello. We don't reggae watching again. Okay. Udodi. Yeah. So, you see, this is what is going on. If I be phenomenon about not, they will sack them and bring in their kinsmen Fabiche there. So if the zoo security, so-called security agencies are working, or they are not even the terrorists themselves, why are they allowing people to come, aliens, to come from nowhere, from Fota Jalon, to sack owners of the land, sack the owners of the land, the owners of the communities, push them into IDP camps and occupy their ancestral, homes? That means they are not security agencies or security operatives. They are equally terrorists. Oh, yes, they are. Justice Omotosho also cited Section 32 of the 1999 Constitution, which provides that any accused person is entitled to legal representation. I hope my voice is coming out clear, please. He said, even though the statement was recorded in a video, the fact that the lawyer of the defendant is not available makes the statement inadmissible in evidence. Even though the statement was recorded in a video, as long as there is no sight of any of his legal representative, that means that statement cannot be admitted. That means the defendant has every right to say he made that very statement under duress and is against the law. I love that. I love that. I love that. Now, the court is empowered to also expunge the video recordings which had been admitted in evidence, having established that the statement is inadmissible. It holds to law that the video recordings are also not admissible. It holds to law that the video recordings are not also admissible. I hereby order as follows. The statement of the defendant dated 21 and 24th October and November 4th, 2015 are inadmissible in evidence. Okware. The video recordings of the statement are also declared inadmissible and marked rejected. Bam! This is how we, Biafra, will continue to defeat the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. We will continue to defeat them. We will continue to defeat them. I would have loved to share the link for people to come in and make, just say something briefly, make a contribution. I would love to share the link, but it's almost okay. I will share the link. While I proceed, some people said they want to see the video where people deserted their homes. I will try. Let me look for that video. I will show you the video. But before then, let me equally share the link to this very studio so that those who would want to come in and make their contribution will equally do so. I'm going to share the link right now in the comment section. So those of you who would want to come in and make contribution will equally do so. I've already sent the link. It's right there in the comment section, in the live section. So now, somebody is asking, can I call? There is no need of calling. The link is in the comment section. If you want to make your contribution, kindly click the link and join me live in the studio so that you can make your contribution. I am trying to, limit how I use that very calling nowadays. Very, very important. It is very, very, very important that I limit it. So now I'm going to show you the video of what is going on in our land. For those who said they haven't seen it, I will show you. It is very, very, very important. I'm not going to show you the one. There is one that I played yesterday during my live broadcast where Fulani invaded a certain community in Imo State, in Ogba, and sacked the community, though they did not equally, they didn't abandon their home because that was a test run. But there's one that happened the other side that they abandoned the same Imo State. They abandoned their homes, and flee. They abandoned their homes and flee. So I'm searching for that video. I'm going to play it right now for you. Just hold on a minute while I bring the video. Local video. My people, things are going on. I want us to understand that the only way is freedom. The only way to go is the total exit of Biafra from the damnable Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. The only way to freedom, the only way to free ourselves from this bondage is Biafra. Total freedom from the zoo. If not freedom, we are doomed. Because Fulani is anakwachi. Nke efu ndị ba na-apụta na akụ ogologo akụkọ, Fulani anọrọkwachi. These people do not care. Famara onye nwụrụ na-akwa ya n'ebe. They do not care, my people. They are very brutal. They are very, very brutal. Oh my God, where is that video? Hold on. Just a moment. While I bring the video to you, let me, of course, let me play. Okay. Okay, for the fact that I already have some people in the studio, let me quickly welcome them so that they can talk to us while I bring the video to you. 11 o'clock. Ojo, can you hear me? Ojo, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please grab the microphone. Ojo, can you hear me? It's like you are listening to something. Ojo, can you hear me? Ojo, please grab the microphone and talk to us. Ojo, you are not speaking, so I'm going to remove you and bring someone else. Please, once I bring you in, just go ahead and speak, please. Carry waste the time, carry make all the boring. Oh, Casey. Or this can network on a kick for out. Ojo, can you hear me? Once you enter the studio, there's no need of you leaving. Even if I don't call you immediately, just stay. Just stay. I'm going to call you in. As long as you're in the studio, just stay there. Akachukwu, please grab the microphone if you can hear me.
Okay. Otutoma from my side.
Mbadoma, you're welcome.
Yeah, because my network, I don't know what's wrong with my network. Network they kick me out, in and out. I can delay request. I want to call na your WhatsApp number. You know, carry one because the network will kick him out again. Okay, yeah. Should in case network.
Is it a personal thing or you want to talk to Biafrans?
Yeah, I want to talk to Biafrans with you too, but because of network keep kicking me out. Okay, brother. Yeah, thank you very much, Biafra Unite. At least it's a win-win for us today again. You know, Mazen Nandekanu said it that Agemerizu in their own law court is playing in the show. Yeah, Dalo Biafra Unite one now. Yesterday I tried to call you. I tried to call you to talk to you about something because as now.
Oh my God! Okukwaleku no ya kick here out. One Nachiata kindly come back. Just come back immediately so you continue where you stopped. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, network.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Biafra Unite. The truth today by one war. Oh, the Nanwake war. In this Biafra struggle. And onye Biafra Unite. Everybody knows your capacity. Everyone depend on you. Everyone was waiting for you. Everybody Biafrans was waiting for you.
Once network kicks you out, don't hesitate to come in again. Yeah. I'm sorry it's happening like that. I don't know if it's from my side or from your side. But once you are being kicked out by the network, don't hesitate to come back. The link is in the comment section for those who would want to make comment or make some contribution. The link is there in the comment section. You want to make a contribution, click the link and join me in the studio. Go ahead, Mazi.
Yeah, Biafra Unite. That's why, because I don't know. Also on my phone, I think I have to see what I can do. Yeah, so Biafra Unite one now. The truth today, you can see our leader Mazen and Kano Meri in a court today. Medical Ichoro, Ichoro Biafra. It's true that now we are human beings. Nobody's above mistake. You know, the truth today, 2023, when we were planning about our declaration after the Helsinki, we start planning for how we're going to declare Biafra. Everything was set. We were ready, and we later declare Biafra. Then all those things start coming up. I mean, we can't allow our house to collapse. Everybody know can see what is happening. All we want Biafra. Ihe anyị chọrọ wụ Biafra. For the sake of anything, Biafra first. So nwanne onye ọbụla emejọrọ. Either way, anyị ga na-agwa onwe anyị eziokwu. Because during this thing, but this thing bido, every Biafran was waiting for you to come and show them the way. But after Kimesi,
It has to be established that the problem he's having, because I'm not sure it's from my side, that the problem he's having is network. So keep on coming and I'll keep on bringing you in. Go ahead.
yeah. So on this kind of network, I will try to fix it. Yeah, so like I was saying, ihe anyị maọbụ nke wụ eziokwu mgbe e kidnapụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu during DOS. Onye ọ na-afụrụ gụnwa Biafra Unite. And we hold you in so in
Oh my God, that's quite unfortunate. Actually, only an put off more from that's why Njichoka continue on from the studio. Very, very important. Mazi, I wish ne ya no here. Come you can juju because I from ebe naga. I wish ne ya not stable here. Come you juju. Because oh my goodness me. Because I am not picking calls on WhatsApp at the moment. I am not picking calls on WhatsApp at the moment. If it's for the broadcast, please, very, very, very important. Very, very important. Those who want to ask me a question, you are welcome to this very program to ask me your question. Very, very important. If you have a question, you are welcome to ask me your question. If you have a contribution, you are welcome to make your contribution. Mazi, go ahead, please.
yeah, then one question. I didn't come to ask you any question. Yeah, the only thing I came here is to because we've been in this struggle for a long time. Nama, we know everything, but the truth today, truth must be told. Oh, the level on a Biafran struggle, we depend on you, we rely on you for information. So when this thing started, we were missing in action. So, and you can see what is happening. Everyone can see what is going on. We can see what Ngozi Orabeze is doing. She's not going direct the way we were looking up to after we declare our Biafra. So, but I'm not here to talk about anyone. I'm here to ask you, please, no matter what, Biafra first. Biafra ka anyị na-achọ, Biafra ka anyị na-achọ, because I see to Anaga at the end, what will I tell ourselves? So, no matter what, onye Biafra and Wakunobi, Biafra first. Let's see how we can do. I am mad that now our leader Mazen Nankan is not with us, our PM is not with us. We have to, as a human being, we have to make sure that the house didn't collapse. Because including Mazen Nankan, everyone, the only thing we have is this government. This big government is the only thing we have achieved. At least this government, we must make sure we protect it. We must make sure nothing happens to this government, regardless of who is there. It's our government. The government doesn't belong to anyone. It's the Biafran government. So that is only where we rely on now for this our freedom, including Mazen and the Khan. So no matter what, we have to put our differences aside and make sure we owe this our government while we are waiting for our PM and our leader Mazen and the Khan. So that's the only thing I came to tell you. Biafra Unite Ordinanwa. I know you for a long time. We know what you did. I'm my female during the US. We know your effort, how you directed our people. Doing this Ngozi Orabeze again.
Hold on, Mazi. You know what I did during the DOS, but in the two na I castigating number also during the DOS. On any burger, is of a queer.
Kenke window to me when the window to me when the window to me.
Okay, iwe wenegi.
And
Iwe
when do
wenegi.
to na Biafran struggle.
Iwe
And when do
wenegi.
to more about Chukwu Anam Australia.
Oh, iwe wenegi maazi for using that word. I'm sorry, I apologize. Inubo nandi na-aga akụ asịrị na social media na Biafra United during first na mụ gbara ọsọ during the DOS, but also during Nelly na kita ma agbakwa ọsọ again. Ịnụrụ ka anọ, that is the sermon anọ na-agụ since you never hear them.
Yeah, man, raw. But what I'm trying to say, Bo,
Ọ
go
dịkwa
word na
surprise
nwa,
na ọ dịkwa surprise na
go
ịpụtakwa sị
word,
amarọ m na enwe ife mere during the DOS, so amarọkwa m na mmadụ bụ
word,
mere.
word na nwa, word na nwa, word na nwa, word na nwa. Mgbe Ngozi Orabaeze pụtara ime ihe ọ na-eme, everybody was Biafran United. Ka amara ihe ị ga-ekwu, and you made something mgbe during the first fundraising, you broadcasted it. Ọ na nke gị ka m pụtara join ya, were for the light before I now went to join the Zoom.
Very,
That
very
first
fine.
fundraising, Ngozi Orabaeze si na mmemme.
Very,
So,
very
and after, mekwe charter. And after charter, he disappeared. That disappeared in Ghana. It's a big problem to your side.
You watch that chatter broadcast.
I watched it.
Hold on. You watch that chatter broadcast.
I watched him, yeah. I watched him, yeah.
You watch her from beginning. Watch
Yeah,
her from beginning to
I can't remember my watch, yeah, but I listened to it. I remember the program when you did the program.
Ịnụrụ oge m kwuru say that will be the only broadcasting year concerning that issue.
Yeah, ọ bụrụgodị na ị kwuru udokwu anwa ọ na-abụ ọ bụ ife nidiri at the moment because
That is the problem. Hold on. That is the problem with us. People take people for granted and people take people's word for granted. When I was saying that, I meant it. Abụ somebody bụ na-abụ nkwu okwu si m n'obi wee pụta na-eme ini ya. I expected something else. When I said that, I said it with a reason because I knew that there are bigger attacks ahead. You understand? I shouldn't be coming here now go say somebody why we have a bigger tax ahead. I said nobody can take me back to 2021. I said it. You understand me now?
yeah.
The reason why I don't want to go back to 2021 is because I'm a 5 for 2021.
Exactly. Biafra United.
DOS wanted, listen. You could go if any equal and I listen. You know I'm a very good listener. What the DOS wanted us to be talking about is Mazi Simon and we can forget the tax ahead, which is the fight for freedom, the liberation of our land. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taken in? DOS wanted us to engage on a media battle against each other. And that was what Nigeria government wanted in order for us to forget the main objective, how to fight for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and at the same time continue fighting for the liberation of our land, which is the main objective at hand. They left everything and started engaging. According to China Sanwo-Olu, they gathered 5,000 media warriors to fight against Simon Ekpa and Autopilot. That's what I didn't want us to go through. That's why after that chatter broadcast, I made it very, very clear that I will not speak about this again. And I expected everybody to focus on the tax ahead. Can full result? Our struggle is result-based struggle. It's not gossip and social media.
Okay, Biafra United, let me come in before my network kick me out again. Yes.
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. You have spoken enough. And I'm not telling you alone. I'm sending message across. Anybody who is waiting for me to come and join the social media war and banter, it can never ever happen. If that is why people call me Sabo, let it be. But if I'm not going to also a go mile, Mazi Simon Ekpa will come out. Obuzi na opụta gwa m why inji na-engage on a social media war. Ka mmalụzie ma ọ chọzie ka anyị gbachi ya azụ ka ọ chọ ka anyị na-aga forward. Which I am very, very sure. Unu ncha ya eme unu ncha ya eji anya unu wee fụ ma Biafra Unite, has he been right all this while or wrong? Unu ncha ya afụ ya. I won't say a lot. But unu ncha ya eji anya unu wee fụ. Thank God na all my activities are in the social media. They are all there.
Yes. Biafra
So my brother,
yes.
in response to your comment and your statement, I don't want you to talk again. You have already spoken because I want to allow others to speak. In response to your comment, Abahomo son at the struggle. I am still in the struggle. The only thing not there, the difference not there, Bo, that I am not the problem in the struggle. Those believe in how an easy, they know the problem. And they are the one who refuse to work on the problem. They are the ones who refuse to fight the problem. What they are fighting is not really the problem. They left the problem and fighting something else, something that shouldn't even exist in the first place, something that they should have just ignored and allow it to fizzle out. They focus on it in order for us to forget the task ahead. And I said, Biafra Unite will not engage in it. So please, anybody who is coming here to tell me, they say, I had some people talking. They said a lot of things already, but I'm not here to respond to anybody because I have a better thing in my head. You understand me? Yeah, they can go on and lie against me. They said I ran away. They said I was asking government to pay me money. They can go ahead and lie as much as they can. I don't care. But the only thing I know is that truth will always prevail at the end of the day. Are you getting me? Some people say if I don't do this, that means I'm sabo. If I don't do like as they want, that means I'm sabo. No problem. Many people called me sabo in 2021. They are among the people listening to me today. So if you call me sabo today, you may come back tomorrow and say this guy has been right, and you start listening to me again. So it's okay, my brother, no problem. People say, even today, you are the one here telling me that you know what I did during the DOS. But somebody said today that I ran away during the DOS. You understand? So relax, my brother. I don't want us to go
Unite. Biafra Unite. Oh, Aboronga my brother. I called you as my brother. One legend. Look, brother, I understand where you're coming from. Even me myself. I didn't expect anyone to take us back to the 2021. But it happened. It happened. And they nearly collapsed everything.
Can't you go do?
You understand?
Can't you go do? What do you want me to do now?
Yeah.
Just going on a public.
One
expect can make Ali from one
nwanne ihe m chọrọ ka ime wụ yeah it decide to go to remain mute. So ọ bụrụ na that your mute wụ ihe ga-enye aka ọ ga-adị mma.
Hold on. No. If I ask you to hold on, you hold on, please. Hold on. You said something now that I have decided to remain mute. I have decided to remain mute. How do you justify such statement? While if you go to Biafra Unite channel and Facebook page, although the main page was terminated last week, but if you go to this very channel where you are listening from, you see that I do broadcasts on a daily basis. How comes you say that I have decided to remain mute? Or don't you know the meaning of mute?
No, what I mean is that
Can you explain what?
Yeah, I know the meaning of mute. Mute is like silent, like quiet. I know what I mean. I know you do program often, but what I'm trying to say by the main mute is, look, you were missing. Everybody was asking where is Biafra Unite because people were waiting for you to know where to go, to know what to do. People rely on you for information.
Okay,
mgbe Ngozi Orabueze bidoro mgbe disi katakata of ndị otu Ngozi Orabueze ndị otu oge nkere all these things that more I did that's not part of me. I only follow
You
the
said I was. You said I was.
uh,
You said I was missing. You said I was missing. So, Kezo gang the chatter broadcast.
yeah, what I'm trying to email brother right, look, we are not here to argue or to see who is right or wrong. I'm here to talk to you as a brother. You understand? Everything happened there, everything is there. We're not here to play logic or to banter words. You know, what we are looking for is freedom. We are looking for Biafra. Anọrọ na-akọ ihe anụnwa at the end or ihe anyị need kwa way forward how to get our Biafra. Onye ọbụla fụrụ ife mere PM anọghị ya.
In order to end it quick because other people want to make comments.
Yes.
Kedifi chọrọ ka Biafra unite mewe now.
Ihe m chọrọ ka ime wụ datin ahụ eji ma Biafra unite. Ọ bụrụ na ị maghị ya mara ya. Enwe onye nọ na Biafra ama onye Biafra unite. Enwe ihe eji mara gị ọ na-eme isi na this struggle. Datin ahụ eji ma Biafra unite. I need ihe. Ihe ahụ ị na-eme mesibe ya ike. Ihe ahụ ị na-eme mesibe ya ike eziokwu ahụ eji ma gị mesibe ya ike ka anyị na-afụ ya. You know, ka anyị ghara ị na-afụ ya as confusion because ka anyị ghara ị na-afụ ya as maybe ị na-ebute confusion. Anyị chọrọ that Biafra unite ahụ ọ bụrụ na ị pụta this
eziokwu ọ dị same eziokwu ka m na-ekwu ife ọ nwere eziokwu
okay but the point I'm trying to come in now enwere ndị a na-akpọ ndị brigi enwere ndị brigi a you know them this ndị brigi anụnwa meant follow this brigi anụnwa mere this brigi anụnwa nwee acting prime minister nwee APM this brigi anụnwa na-eje afọ Simon Ekpa na Finland this brigi anụnwa not like this ka I can afford as ndị na-eme ihe Simon Ekpa mere expect because everybody can see that ihe Ngozi Orabueze na-eme ọ bụrụ ọsọ ihe aha anyị na-ewu Simon Ekpa wee na plan for our declaration. So this brigade anụnwa let's join hand together, let's work together ka anyị ghara ị na-ebupụta our ihe ọbụla n'iro. Let's join together to make sure that na this government a kwụọrọ before PM na-apụta. Ihe nchọ ka ime Biafra unite.
Nwanne ọkwefu na enyego gị all the time jụọ gị ajụjụ how many times what do you want me to do now?
Oh yeah, come on again. Now this brigade, we have to work together and this brigade to make sure that everything is moving fine.
How do we work together? Is there any other thing I've been doing in the public which is not broadcasting?
You have to.
Onwe ife brigi melon putakuwe now. Onwe ife brigi melon putakuwe.
Yeah,
for nothing.
Yeah, that is. You have to be inside now. One information you need in our pass go inside. We have to work together. We have to work together. We have to work together, brother.
I know. When you are getting it wrong. When Mazi Simon Ekpa was here, I was never a minister. I've never accepted any position as a minister. I've never been a minister. You all know the Minister of Information and his deputy. How do you mean I have to be inside?
Okay. Let me put it this way. Yeah.
Hold on. Why you put on now? I'm gonna have to be inside, outside. Okay, Mazi Simon Ekpa not here. Why didn't you come and tell me to be inside? It's very simple. Open on way for brigi name. I will talk about it.
Okay,
is that not how it's been done?
Okay,
no,
we have seen a lot of confusion in Brigi. We have seen a lot of confusion in this Biafra struggle.
Hold on. I've given you a lot of time already, and people will start getting tired of listening. The end point is this. Onwe ife Brigi na-eme Ajụgo gị kedu ife ịchọ ka m mee, ikwunwu anything, isi ịchọrọ ka m bata inside. But oge Maazị Simon Ekpa nọ ya, you did not come and tell me to come inside. You knew very well how I've been running my programs. So it's an opportunity nyelo gị ka ukwu ekụwanụ kedu ife ị chọrọ ka m na-eme kịta. Ife isi m bụ na ị chọrọ ka m bata inside as if na ahangiri m n'elu. Ọ mụ na fa na-eme meeting. All the videos efu fa na-ewepụta about Briggy meeting. And when they go and care for Biafra United logo there, have you ever seen any meeting they've been bringing out all this while, and you see Biafra United logo in it? Have you ever seen any Biafra United logo in those their meetings to show that I'm not there? Why should you come here now and tell me to come in? Anolumo umotunsu enolo bo. Onwe anything Briggy melo. I afọ ya n'iru akwụkwọ. Then mpụtakwuo maka ya. It was the campaign na-eti mkpu na-enwere anything m na-etiri mkpu for. One, I think you have tried enough. Thank you. Udo Drege. Celestine Onwe Biafra son, please grab the microphone. Let it be established that this man, this my brother Akachukwu, I asked you, what do you want me to be doing now? And he didn't give me anything. He only asked me to come in. To come in. That's all. Okoya bi iwu na ma nọrọ in. And then nọkwa in anwa, o nwere ife o meaniri. He means something else. He didn't want to say it, but I already know. Celestine, please speak to us.
Good evening from here, our brother.
You're welcome. Please go ahead.
Our leader, Mazinam Dekalo, to go Nigeria and Badam Ramuni already. So the remaining thing now.
Confirm.
The remaining thing now of Fenkupu, by God's grace, or Yapota very soon, and our Prime Minister Yapota Kwachu. And Muaneku, ka anyị hapụ ihe tara n'abalị ka ọ bụrụ anwụ. Onye ọbụla ihe anyị na-azọ bụ ka Biafra, ihe anyị na-azọ bụ ihe nwere onwe. Anyị niile need this.
Hold on once again. Hold on once again, my brother. Oh, if you cook it, ka anyị rapụ ife talụ n'anyasị ka ọ bụrụ anwụ. I want to establish it tonight. I want it to be recorded tonight. Now, Mwa board na one of Biafra Unite have no case with anybody. Let it be on record. Nekukwalum nyasi no nwere kwa onye mụ na ya na-ese iche. Ma ndị niile kọlụ m ọnụ, ma ndị kpọlụ m iyi, ma ndị kpọlụ m sabo, ma ndị kpọlụ m afa dị iche iche. Na o nwere kwa onye mụ na ya na-ese. O nwere kwa onye nkwu maka ya sị na dị afọ because email m ife amome m nke ọzọ, I'm not going to work with you. No. O nwere onye nwere any personal beef with. Anybody nwere personal beef with me or ife ndere dere onye anwa ọ bụrụ ife ndere dere mụnwa. Ona na-arụ ife m na-ekwu. O nwere kwa onye nwere any personal beef with. Everything I na-eme bụ ife gbasara nwere onwe Biafra, nwere onwe ụmụ Igbo. When things are not going right, I will talk about it. I will use the only channel which I know that I have to speak about it. When things are going right, the same way is the same way that I will come and use that same channel that I have to speak about it, So why is it when things are going right, everybody are they happy. But when things are going wrong, why is it like that? Is that not biasness? Is that not biasness? so unu nchache na ife niile anụ na-ekwu all this one na-asị ka m na-asị na m amara ife m na-ekwu mana na sabotage the struggle. Is that what you people think? You people should continue to think like that now. But agbasi ọsọ a na-agba ya agụ mile. Ife m gwara everybody bụ na agbasi ọsọ a na-agba aya agụ mile. And unu kpewekwa ekpere ka enwekwa mpempe nke ya afọ tupu a na-agbasi ya bụ ọsọ before agụwa mile. Ka enwe mpempe ya afọ nụ before a na-agbasi ọsọ, talk less of counting miles. Nwanne gaa n'iru mee ya gbuo ya nkenke obiko.
So mụnwa na-ekwu based on basis ihe megasigoro mụnwa asị m gụpụtakwa na media na-abịa gbawa war with anybody. 55 vision ọ nọkwa na brigi efume mbọchị 55 vision ọ pụtakwanụrụ bịa na-agba ọrụ ekere ọrụ eke onye ọbụla mara ihe o kwesịrị ime, onye ọbụla mara ihe ọ na-emegbu before and again we lugukwa n'ọgụ this media war before and this in the chọọzikwa n'ihe media war na o nwegodi ihe ka mkpa efocus which is true. Mụnwa na-asị onye ọbụla bụ n'onwe esi na onwe onye gị na ya nwere okwu but ebe ọbụla misunderstand si apụtakwanụ mụnwa na-asị ka anyị hapụgodo ihe a ka anyị chọtagodo Biafra ka anyị dukwukwuo aza nọkọ ọnụ ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ mmiri atala aza anwụla ka anyị niile nọkọ ọnụ nọkwanụ till our prime minister apụta by God grace ọ ya apụtakwanụ bịakwanụ onyekwere anyị nwa tu ihe adịkwa otoshi adịkwa before.
My brother.
Yes.
My brother, ikwegokwe the same thing again. Asịrị gị na nke ka anọkọ ọnụ ọ na ụnụ anọkọrọ ọnụ
anyị nidiri onye ọbụla
ife na na-akọzi na ahụ oge Maazị Simon Ekpa nọ here. Hold on, ajụrụ m ajụjụ before nnabata gị. All the videos a na-ewepụta cabinet meeting videos, thank God na ndị na-ewepụta ya nọkwa na-ewepụta ya do na ife jọgburu onwe ya na njọ because ife a bụ a government meeting that should be made for the government officials, not for public consumption. Mana thank God na ndị ewepụtala ya. O nwere anyone out of all the cabinet meetings videos unu watch goal? O nwere anyone unu n'ime ya?
Mba, ọ bụ na nwebe nke wepụtara ịnọ n'ime ya. But na o nwere ihe na-eme enidiri iru gị.
Why unu jizi chọzie ka m batazie na that cabinet nke
ọgụ bata na cabinet. Asịọ m gị bata na cabinet. 55 vision na ya 55 vision na abụọ kwa na onye so na everybody must not belong to the cabinet. Ihe a na-achọ bụ ị nwere ihu and anyị mara ihe na-emekwanụ and anyị makwa na otu isi agwakwa ndị be anyị okwu ịghọta onye ọbụla na-egekwenụ ntị and ikwuo a na-anụkwanụ. So ihe a bụ ihe anyị nidiri ka anyị ndị be anyị ọ bụọ na ekwu ị na-ekwu but o nwere ebe anyị chọrọ ka anyị mara ebe the place ịma na ị nwere ihu ga-abụ ịpụta na-anụ si eke ebe a na-anụ ka m sọpọtụ which mbọsị ịgụrụ chata
ngwa ka njikwa gị disema ajụjụ njụrụ gị ege ka njikwa gị ajụjụ disema ajụjụ njụrụ the other man ka m jụkwa gị again nwanne m based on otu nsi na-eme my broadcast since and ọ dụrụ unu mma unu abụ ndị chọrọ ka m bata inside. What do you want me to be doing?
Ihe ahụ na-eme jikwe mara gị ebe ihe ọma ahụ na-eme. But
I'm giving you people opportunity to speak. The same thing ị na-ekwu na aka onye nke ọzọ pụrụ apụ kwuru. Ife ahụ mma m na-emebu before. Is it not what the same thing that I'm doing before that I'm doing now?
At least now nkịta na-esi na ekwu n'ebe onwebe ebe ekwu n'ịka nọgọdị anyị na watch which na onye ọbụla pụtara na watch kwa n'otu like that nụrụ na watch ọ bụ na ihe emebie ihe ịma na Maazị our prime minister o nwere ihe ọ hapụrụ anyị before edite nọ ya so ihe anyị nidiri bụ kwaju unite before our prime minister anọ ka anyị dịkwa unite like that again
nwanne ese m na otu anụnwa m si na o nwere ebe nkwụ na ọ bụ na everybody si na o nwere ebe ya kwụ like that ife emebie. Thank God na ife a bụ assumption ka ị na-eme. I am just a one person. Thank God na ọ bụrụ everybody si na ya nwere ebe ya kwụ na ọ nwekwa ndị kwụ with ndị afọ with ya. So can those people who with in the fact with Ifa continue kwana eme ife fana, and when CML life on eme, let them continue doing what they are doing. Karapu kene no Biafra Unite. Rapu kene ni ordinanwa. Kone eme ife na aga. Kone eme ife na aga. Nanya, my brother, abromo watakere. And in this very struggle, afusigomanya na this very struggle. Afusigomanya. Now, I'm going to give the reality here.
Okay.
Ordinanwa bụ just one person for one vote. Ọbụrụ everybody si na o nwere onye ya na support. Ọbụrụ everybody si na o nwere ebe ya kwụ. O nwere ndị kwụ ebe fakwu. Ndị akwụ ebe fakwu. Why must they wait for Ordinanwa to come and complete them? Ọbụrụ na media, unu nwere media. Unu nwere media personnel. Unu nwere you know, offices. All the departments are fully occupied with individuals. So has Ordinanwa occupied any position before in the brigade? The answer is no. Why must Ordinanwa be occupying position at this very point in time?
Ịma na o nwere ha na-ewepụ n'anụ before eriwe anụ. Ọkwa ịma o nwere ha na-ewepụ n'anụ before eriwe anụ. O nwere onye ọbụla dị important na this struggle, but ọbụkwa na onweche onye kakwa na-ede important, but e nidiri onye ọbụla. Ihe mma na-ekwu nke mbụ ka anyị bịa together otu ahụ anyị dịbụkwa before our prime minister anụ, ka anyị bịakwa like that ndị kwere na that brigade ahụ prime minister dosiri anyị si ka anyị soro ụzọ ya ahụ. Ụgbọ ya ji ga-ebuletere anyị bịa USB ọbụkwa nke Ngozi Orabaeze. So
you are still saying the same thing again. You are still saying the same thing. I have never been a cabinet. Listen, I'm going to remove you very soon. You I want you to make your point. I'm giving you the opportunity to make your point.
My point nchọrọ ka anyị laghachi ka gị nwa na onwe gị need your voice. Asọmpi bịa gbawa media war, but 5-5 vision like example before. No dear.
Don't give me example with anybody. Don't give me example. You are talking to me. Talk to me directly.
Go bịa ke mee you accord official ka anyị mara yes no ebe ikwu bụ na that biriga ahụ.
What do you mean? What do you mean can make all the official? KFG my officiality officiating name.
Ikwu ya anyị amara like adadora ma ebe ọ nọ. Gị nwa na na-esi na onwe be ebe ekwu for now, but onye nke a mee ihe ọma biriga mee ihe ọma ya pụta bịa kwuo ya, which mean na ọ den ife bụ ihe na-emebi onye ọbụla nidiri onye ọbụla opinion iwetekwa opinion.
I'm not giving my opinion. I have been giving ndị mmadụ na-ama onwe fa mma na-agba onwe fa ebe na have I not been giving my opinion? Must I call somebody on telephone to give my opinion on telephone? I am not among the cabinet. I am not in the brigade cabinet. I've never been in brigade cabinet before. I have never been. Why must you bring me into brigade cabinet today?
The brigade cabinet.
I have been giving my opinion the same way. Even when Mazisa Manepa was here, I used to give my opinion in the public, unless or something that when I phone direct money equal. I have been advising him even in the public. So why must I come to the cabinet for me to give my opinion? My opinion, listen, let me say it for one more last time. My opinion is in the public. I don't have to call any human being on phone to give my opinion. For the fact that I do not occupy any position in the brigade even before, nobody should expect me to come and occupy position now in the brigade or any other place. You understand? So my opinion is in the public. Listen to me. My opinion is in the public. Any opinion that I have, I will give it in the public. In the chori then because of my opinion, should bring it on. It's very simple. No, I
don't this morning. Go happy go happy this morning.
Thank
so
you.
onwe onye
Thank
ya
you.
n'ibi
Thank
ya na-ese okwu ka anyị
you.
nọkọ ka anyị bụrụ ofu ihe.
For the last time. Kedu ife chọrọ ka m mewe now outside what I'm doing already? Last time, please. Go ahead.
Ihe anyị chọrọ ka ime ihe mụnwa for my own opinion and my own suggestion bụ bata bịa nọrọ ebe ahụ ịnọgbu mgbe prime minister anyị ahụ nọ because o nwere ebe ị nọ bụ before ọgodi na-eme your advice open ọ na-eme this o nwere ebe ị nọ mgbe prime minister nọ so bịaghachi.
This is what I don't like it. Why people are repeating the same thing? I give up. What do you want me to be? The same lata where? Lata where? What do you want me to be doing now outside what I'm doing already? The same lachiata to where? ADTV, please grab the microphone and speak to everybody. Now has 2 minutes because I have to go. The time of prayer is reaching. It's coming.
Yeah. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Good evening, Odinawa Ikuku. Ndewo. Here on my first time, maybe on your program, but I listen to you on daily basis.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Ndị na-ekwu okwu ahụ m ka ayọle kwuru okwu. Okwutechaghị okwu ahụ otu m si chọọ. And the next person ikwa ofu ajụjụ ahụ ka ejukwara ha achọghị ịcha gị da ajụjụ ị na-ajụ ha. Okay, ka m gbuwara gị ahịa na ka ịghọta ihe nọ dị ya. Ote ehụrụ m asị ikpu asọrọ anya. In my place, a na-asị ikpu asọrọ anya wụ ya gara onwe. You understand? So ihe nna chịkọwa here wụ na o nwere some broadcast ndị mere. The broadcast ndị mere adịghị ọ dabaghịrị m adabara well. Ihe mere ọ dabaghịrị m very well wụ afụghị m ya na o nwere ihe mere dị ya wụ isi na onwe onye ọwụla pụtara na-eme ihe ngozi mee ihe dị mma ị ga-apụta ebe a kwuo ya oge nkere mee ihe dị mma na ị ga-apụta ebe a kwuo ya. M na-asị after ejidere Simon Ekpa Njọkụ o nwere ebe anyị nọ o nwere level anyị nọ before ejide ebe m nọrọ nwee problem with
Hold on.
I'm coming. Ka nkwucha maazị ka nkwucha before gị jụọ m ajụjụ ka nkwucha. Let me come down. So ebe nọ o nwere level anyị nọ before ejide Simon, and that level awụghị onweghị onye mini ya na-ese okwu mina Ngozi adịghị ese okwu mina oge nkere adịghị ese okwu nwere onye nọ na the cabinet ma onye wụ Biafran gọọmenti n'eze mina ya na-ese okwu. But ebe Ngozi nọrọ da the election completely, Ngozi nọrọ da ya wo dissolve the cabinet immediately after the very thing. And due to the indication and what we are seeing on media and what we are hearing on ground, anybody that attacks our finance is an enemy to us. Anybody that attacks the media is an enemy to Biafra. Anybody that attacks our men on the ground is an enemy to the Biafra. That is why Ndimara na Ngozi anaghị emetie. Oge nkere is not our leader. Oge nkere just nọrọ there iji nye aka ka aghara na kasị na everywhere dịcha vacancy like that onwezi onye a ga-esi lekwe gosi anyị ihe ị na-eme. Ọ bụrụ na oge nkere anọghị dị ya na ka onye ga-asị gosi gị ihe ị na-eme gị nwa na onwe gị iwe an arrowhead in this very struggle. Iwe an arrowhead ọ bụghị maka onye zara ahụ ọ zara somebody nwere ike ịpụta na ya sị gị ya wụ APM, onye ke nwere ike ịpụta ya sị gị na ya wụ COS. They are not more than you. Ha enweghị 100 head. All the same head ya he nwere ka ha nwere, and he nwere more power in this struggle more than them. Forget about who is in a leading or who is not leading. So when chọrọ ka ịghọta wụ na anọ na gị na-enokwu gị na you leave your words on the air si na onye mere ihe dị mma ikwunyere onye mere ihe na-adịghị mma ịpụtakwa ebe a kwuo ya na ọ dịghị mma. o nwere ihe onye ọbụla nọ n'ọdịsi level ị nọ now na-asị onye mee ihe dị mma ekwunyere ya, onye mee ihe dị njọ asịkwa apụtakwa ebe a kwuo na ọ dị njọ. A lot of things gị mebi. Onwe ajụjụ ị na-ajụ m ga-ajụ m ka m kwuo the last thing before gị take him out.
Biko gwa kene m na the broadcast m kwuru sị mkpọsị ndị anụghị na-ekwu okwu gbasara fa si na fame ife ọma mpụtakwa fame ife ọjọọ mpụtakwa.
Yes, o nwere broadcast ị mere some time ago gị si na onweghị ihe gị hụrụ anybody na-eme. You are not seeing anything, both to USB or both to Brigio, no one get anything again and anybody name. And no na ha amaghị ihe ha na-eme. Let everybody, onye ọbụla let them step down. Mana akọwa that na imana I nwere this problem. We have a very big problem. Unless mo onye na-enweghị idea na anyị nwere problem. Anyị nwere problem. Problem anyị nwere wo. Ọ bụrụ na na-enweta 100 naira before ji na-asolve problem ndị nọ on ground iji na-egote granọt n'osisi ọka. Then n'ime that 100 ha na-enweta before awụrụzie 30 ka a na-enweta. O nwere mbọsị anyị ga-adị active, o nwere mbọsị ihe a ga-eme ga-adị active the way o si dị before. O nwere ihe mere datin isi dị otu ahụ. So anyị anaghị onweghị onye a na-eblem beto onye ọbụla pụta kwuegodi eziokwu kwụ n'ọtọ.
Listen to me.
Okay.
You have spoken a lot already. Cannot get join in this cannot get join in this struggle.
The struggle, I started struggle from Wazirike.
Very good. You started struggle from Wazirike.
Yes.
A more guy na no autopilot.
And man, I will make coordinator. Can go go I will make coordinator.
No. Hold on. I have allowed you to speak.
Okay.
I'm a very good listener.
Okay.
Hold on. No guy na autopilot.
Yes, I'm here.
Very good. Guy bidolo.
Yeah.
Kedo try some fundraising during that time.
And bidolo before me fundraising every month ending. Before I have every 2 weeks. From 2 weeks I have every week. I think I made a fundraising.
Okay, but the weekly fundraising got from government.
Yes, also got from government finally. Yeah.
In autopilot, if I remember 1 week fundraising. And that time I bidolo.
Yeah.
That time I bidolo. That 1 month fundraising. That is only fundraising I name during autopilot. That time I bidolo. Of all the Biafrans now support to Biafra government in exile, now support to autopilot that time.
Not all.
ESN on Anuogo that time, called ESN, another Anuogo Anafuanya that time.
ESN Nanuogo Anafuanya. Because of the ESM matakwana many of them ihe niile ha ji eji n'ụwa ọgụ ha ọwụchaghị ihe nwetara n'autopilot divide otezikwa divide now divide up divide down.
Okay. So if you could see a bone egbe n'ọkpa ife niile eji anụ ọgụ that time abụrụ sons ife nwetara n'autopilot, that means no nwere ife ndị enwetara from DOS or
yes.
Only if I from DOS. So Keduzi to say divide the fund now. Why is it only if they were from Ogema Salmon Anoya to this current struggle I know now?
Okay. Akwemana onwere project eji n'aka before he jide Simon Akwemana onwere project eji n'aka.
You see, this is one thing I don't like.
Onwere project enwere ihe focus remere. So many people no contribute on the IOU. Many people onwere divide many things in them ego. Many things in there now the people are not interested in putting their money for now until they know where we are going.
Oh, so
yes.
People are not interested in putting their money now.
Yes, because there is problem.
So,
there is problem.
So why am I then the issue there?
You are not the issue. You are not the issue, but you are not helping the problem. You are not the issue, but you are not helping the problem.
I'm not helping.
Yes.
I'm not helping by doing what? So what do you expect me to be doing?
What I'm expecting you to be doing, you know that Ngozi now is, you can see it very clear that Ngozi is attacking people on the ground and attacking the media and also attacking our finance. You have to know, stand on it the way you stand before.
To do what?
Because without only Simon Ekpa cannot remove the situation I know from DOS. Only Simon Ekpa, without somebody like you, Sonda Parawa and Nesiobom or other guys, many people joined this thing. I can remember even Innocent, we later deviated to Idu. I know many of them. I know many of them Nana supporting.
To be doing what? To be doing what? To my brother, forget Egorom history.
What you are doing that time, you are telling the people that DOS is not leading us, that DOS, they are criminals. That is what you are telling Biafrans, and Biafrans listening to you.
Oh, each takwana agwakwa ndị mmadụ na Ngozi Orabueze criminal.
No, a criminal. I didn't call Ngozi a sabo. I didn't call her a criminal. Only that I know that she cannot lead us. She don't know how to lead the Biafrans. That's the problem she has.
What's stopping down lead?
They are still leading, but they are the finance. I have told you all the resource the finance. Many of it is not working that way again.
The time autopilot to be there, and when those sources can Hello,
Mazi.
The time autopilot to be there, and when those sources can
those sources. But that time we are not strong. We are not strong the way we are strong before the declaration of Biafra. We are not strong that time like that.
Who told you? I'm
after formula the army 2023. After formula the army, this strong. Idibodi put and say I in first in Nigeria.
Listen, Gente. Ekunife na amaro. Go on n'ụsọ na-akọ ife na amaro. Ịnọ n'ụsọ. Kedu ka esi wee pụtasị na Eastern Security Network ESN was not strong. While Odolumu na Gona Abuanya not the same ESN be well today as Biafra Liberation Army.
The division no that time. That time after he kidnapped the division no after kidnapped
Cody. I like people who will argue objectively. My time is running. I have only but 6 more minutes to be here. 6 more minutes. I'm still asking the same question. What do you want me to start doing now? Till today, till on this minute, that question. What do you want me to start doing now? You know what you were doing under DOS, during the DOS. Is that the answer to my question? Please, Obumokeke, please grab the microphone. Obumokeke, can you hear me? I actually hama n'enu ntu. Kedu ife ị chọrọ ka m bidozi amewe now outside what I am doing already? Okeke is not paying attention. Obieze.
Okay.
Obieze, please grab the
The
microphone.
Nangwa of Friday night.
Yes, so
Good afternoon from my side.
good evening from here. We are welcome.
Yeah, and good afternoon to all Biafrans. My brother, and the boys in Akachukwu Di Ya Kambodi, I got made in Bagi Rotara. Manana, Alabo, Abagidan, Alabalo, Kirikina, Balo, Kirikiri, Ezoku Dinezoku, Ezoku Dinezoku, the leadership when a fought, BRGIE, leadership when a problem. You have the head and some of the members. I cannot, when we get power, but the head, because all Obionishi, I will, yeah, all Ishi them everywhere, them, but I won't issue him into board.
Now, somebody apụtago kwuo okwu ka onye nwere ọbụ ka onye Igbo na-aga n'iru nwanne nna n'ife
ihe na-ekwu bụ nkwuo ya pati m agaghị efu abụ m anọ m onwe m independent na-achọ Biafra achọrọ nwere onwe Biafra and ihe na-ekwu bụ ọ bụrụ na emezighị ihe ọ ka mma na ebido tata asị obido tata dịwa mma ọ ka dịwara gboo. If we did not start today to change the problem in the leadership of BRGIE, those people, enwere ndị ọgbata obi eji anya isi. O nwere people ọgbata obi eji anya isi na-atụ ego na ihe eji eme nwere onwe anaghị eme mkpọtụ anaghị make noise. Na-eme silent ha na-etinye ego. Even sometimes before the fundraising and last start, ọgbata obi na-agwa ha ọpụta ime address ọgwa ha na anya na ogo mma already before the fundraising and last start. What happened to all those people? Can the government ask question? But what happened to I have ike nyụrụ ahụ ejere eke somebody onye nwe ihe o mere ọkpọ. Problem with the leadership. Somebody hijacked this government. To me, uche nke m ka m na-ekwu.
Maazị,
my brother just 1 minute. Just wait. I'm not on the ground. I have been following this since so was and nobody forced me to follow Nandi Kanu. Nobody forced me to follow Mazi Simon. Oh, ihe Mazi Simon na-eme. Ihe mfụrụ anya nke mfụrụ anya ndị Igbo gbafụrụ anya ekwe. Ndị Igbo anya bụ ndị iberibe. Somebody nwere ike nọ somewhere in America na-eme na ndị Igbo amaghị ihe. My brother, Mazi Nandi Kanu sịrị you have to be whiter than snow. As whiter than snow. Anything over not gonna behind it over the n'ime. Ihe na-ekwu beto shwe dim n'uche etu shwe flow ihe na-eme etu shwe things na happen. The leadership of BRGIE need to answer question. Only about the head. Overall APM with the head. Only the someone ya. Over here with Biafra. Biafra all of us have Biafra. And all of us now contribute. Also know ya with Biafra. Ya will go finance Biafra. Man, I will not get him. Yes, step aside. I will not get him by force. Nobody force you. So I was saying that offering the who's Simon Epa. And here we have Simon Epa they against one or outside. In a situation because you can let Mazin and then Nigeria will get game. Nigeria was saying about game and they delay and they delay. So I'm going to Simon Epa after in the next 10 years. I know let Simon Epa. While people are here, people are men. When any vacancy on a government may announcement. Then the social person that social vacant social office. Then the social people in the social office can they apply. Government I not get able to old. I am a government. When office in her lack manpower. The government of the announcement. Then the people at this post. And did they qualify? Let them submit their resume. Help to submit your preference when a matter. Eh? I like to blame what the problem. The problem is the leadership of Brigi with a problem or they capable. Over here, the public are you the person feeding them? If you have the money, bring your money. Ojuku, no Juku, Louis or Juku. ego ego Ojukwu wetere were mee ihe Biafra. Ọ bụrụ na if you nwere the money, bring your money and use it to Ojukwu enweghị ụbọchị Ojukwu pụtara n'ụwa si ndị Biafra ndị Igbo na si kwuchigha ego ji were ọkụ Biafra. Why some people na-eme right now amaghị ihe na-ekwu okwu eze onye agbara ma onye kwuo pati ya fuo. My brother can stop but you when people are not happy.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. God bless you. You see, this is the problem that we have. A lot of people are go here now. Just a minute. Hello, watching again. So, this is the problem that I'm having with our people. They go outside, they talk as they want, they insult me, they castigate me, they call me all manner of names. Nobody is interested to know what is going on. When I speak, they call me all sorts of names. They say I'm a saboteur, I'm this and that. Odindi banyeka. Munwa bumado ya pota. Munwa. Say through my head and everything. Lose my own brother. Ya pota sabotage ya nwere onwa. Okay, early this year, oge m kwuo na anyị ele my platform. O nwere reason ji wee kwuo ya. And I couldn't afford to sabotage the struggle. Kamia nsela kania. Oni omani. Oni omani ime ife na-ekwesịrị ime. Manifo yeji wee nyamu obu na ọma help nwere onwe anyị na ọgụ nwere onwe anyị na alụ. So ma mmenwu ya. Omume ndị mmadụ na-eme after ka Maazị Simon Ekpa nwere nsogbu wee ju m anya ju m isi. Enwere many things, enwere a lot of things people na amaro na abụ ife anyị ekwuwe na social media. The only thing they want me to do is to come and tell them to take me back to 2021, where many people want to go back to. I have a progressive mind. I like when things are progressing and moving forward. Ekurum here, see, ekurum here. Now, you need her 5,000 media warriors like China Sanworu did to ask Biafrans to come and donate money for freedom. Nji nwayo na ajusin few people bialuku oku ajuju dịgasị aṅa. Onye ajụrụ ajụjụ na agbagharị ka akwa mkpụrụ amụ. Sorry for using that word. For my ndị na-ege ntị. Onye ajụrụ ajụjụ na awụgharị. Ọ na-awụgharị. Ọ bụ na egwu na-atụ gị ikwu okwu. Why fighting onye na-ekwu ekwu? Why fighting onye na-ekwu ekwu? You don't need 1,000 media warriors to fight for you. That autopilot under Mazi Simon Ekpa defeated the DOS and stood as the only people both fighting for the freedom and speaking for the minds of our people is because onwere language I use that time. Onwere 2 words I use. As they play the show. Woto is the code. When this na mo chọrọ ịdị na-eme woto news ka nwe ike na-anata ego na social media. Ifele megbu unu. Unu echena unu come on mpụta na-eme bele. No. Abụrụ m nwa. It's not me. It's not me at all. Fasị na m chọrọ ka na-eme woto ka m bịa na-eme news woto ka YouTube na-akwụ m ụgwọ. Ifele megbu unu. Ngwa emela woto na ka mmalụ ka esi wee bịa nwere onwe. Emela woto because ịchọ ka Biafra Unite mee news woto. Ịchọ ka YouTube kwụọ m. Thank God no YouTube na-akwụ m ụgwọ na ọ bụrụ Nigeria gọọmenti na ọ bụrụ Tinubu na-akwụ m ụgwọ. Thank God na ọ bụrụ Tinubu. Thank God na problem unu bụ na YouTube na-akwụ m ụgwọ na ọ bụrụ na Tinubu na-akwụ m. Because ọ bụ na Tinubu na-akwụ m ụgwọ ọ kara iwute mmiri nne. Ọ ya eme m ifere a na-eme m. Mere ebe na YouTube na-akwụ m ụgwọ ahụfụ ntara nsogbu adịrọ. Unu ncha na-ekwu ya ọkwa YouTube anaghị akwụ unu ụgwọ. Ọkwa chanel unu adịghị monetize nsogbu adịrọ. Ọsọ mụnwa bụ onye YouTube na-akwụ ụgwọ no problem. Asị na m chọrọ ka a na-eme woto ka m bịa na-enye woto news ka YouTube na-akwụ m ụgwọ. I had it. Ntị m ghọọ oghe. Ngwa na-emela woto. Forget izie woto. Emekwala woto atọl. Relax ya. You don't need woto. Emesịa ya amazi ka esi wee nweta nwere onwe. Emekwala woto cha. Don't even bother about woto. Don't bother at all. Mmadụ mepe ọnụ o ji eli ji na-eli ede. Ọnụ na-esipụ ka ozu nwụrụ anwụ. Wee sị na Biafra Unite chọrọ ka a na-eme woto ka onwe ike na-enye news ka YouTube ka ọ na-enye onwe ike na-enye woto news ka YouTube nwe ike na-akwụ ya ụgwọ. Ifele megbu onye kwuru okwu anwa. And onye anọ na platform ya na-ekwu okwu anwa ifele megbu gị. Because ọ bụ na imerụ da woto anwụ ọnụ si na ife Biafra Unite chọrọ ka mmalụzie ka esi wee nweta onwe gị. Iya anọ na social media akọgide akụkọ 100 years. Another generation anyị na-agba ọsọ ka ghara push this ọgụ to them. Another generation anyị abịakwa ọ bụzi na anyị epushuola ọgụ anụnwa to another generation. The same way our fathers were push the ọgụ to our own generation. Ihe anọ na social media na-akọ ọnụ na-eke ogologo akwụgide okwu isi na ịma mme woto because ịchọ ka Biafra Unite nye news woto ka YouTube ghara ịkwụ ya ụgwọ. Ihe anọ there finally a pass ya ọgụ a to next generation, but God forbid na anyị megide ife a pass ya ọgụ a to our next generation. God forbid. Emekwala woto na-eche maka na ịchọ ka Biafra Unite nye news woto. Ọkwa ife na-ese okwu. Onwe ife ọzọ na-ese okwu. Because after njụ ajụjụ kedu ife melụ ọgụ anyị na-agụ nwere onwe anyị na-anụ ji wee end after ka PM nwere nsogbu. Onwe ife ọzọ na-esenụ. Ọkwa ya na-ese asị okwu wago ọnụ waya o ji wee kwuo. Na-agwa unu na ndị Fulani abatagokwe na a na-abịa n'ala anyị ala anyị. Asị onye si ya kwuo. Ya ka m ji wee bụrụ sabotu a. Another thing unu si why ma abataghị inside. Asị ifu na oge PM nọ n'ụnụ kpọbatara m inside. Unu ekwekwala ka ụra jụọ onye nwụrụ anwụ afọ. Ọ ya abụkwa ife ọ ya abụ alụ. Ọfịa dịba ka enwe amara ya. I will never ever make out time, my precious time, to engage on any media war with any individual. Anybody engage on any media war against me should go on and continue. Please don't stop. Akwụsịkwana. Continue engaging on that media war. Ọgụ maka ike ya agwụ. But one thing is for sure. One thing is for sure. I will continue doing what I know how to do best. Based on the Kuroku. I will continue to do what I know how to do best. Mana abasi also. I go a mile. Thank you, my people. Chukwu okike abịa mabine eluigwe gozie unu, gozie Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, gozie Maazị Simon Ekpa. Protect our men. No matter what they are going through at the moment, may God protect them. I know very well that at the end, may God bless you. Whatever you do, anything you lay hand upon before ma, Kachukwu gozie gi gozie fonu neme. From me from here, it is good evening. And remember, I'm coming live immediately after dropping this very broadcast. Immediately. Within 1 more minute, I'm coming live for this very all-important prayer that we are going to make. It's going to be very, very important for our leader, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's court case and their unconditional release. May God bless you and bless your family. N'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama. Ise.